Welcome, everybody. This is again Lon Smith here with another exciting video, another training video. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm gonna big announcement. I want to invite you all my subscribers, all those who are part of the training class that I conduct on YouTube, on Facebook. I want you all to take advantage of the club I just created. It's called the Millionaire Club, and I want you all to be part of it. Now, in the Millionaire Club, you're going to learn how to become a millionaire. We're going to have a lot of great activity inside of the Millionaires Club that I want you guys to participate in. Now, there's no guaranteed income. Your income depends on your worth ethic and how much time and effort you put towards implementing the strategies and the ideas inside of the club. Now, inside of the club, they say that the average millionaire, right, has anywhere from 7 to 10 income streams that he's managing throughout his um, career as a millionaire. Now, inside the club is going to be different income streams that you can actually partake in. I encourage everyone that's part of the club to go ahead and sign up for all the income streams. And I'm going to teach you how to grow your money. I'm going to teach you how to trade your money. I'm going to teach you how to be your own bank. I'm going to teach you how to diversify. I'm going to teach you how to invest. And I'm going to teach you how to become an affiliate. All right. An entrepreneur, an affiliate, someone who earns income by promoting other people's products and services. And teach you how to create the same exact system for yourself. That way you can have it up and running for yourself. And that way you can create your own private millionaires club. So there'll be a link in the description area to click on to go directly to this page and put in your email and you're in the club. Okay, you're in the club. So I'm excited. It took me some time to build this, and once you become a member, you'll be building the same exact thing. You'll be duplicating my efforts, building the same exact thing for yourself. Is that if that's what you want to do as well? So you're going to earn upfront income. You're going to earn residual income, income that comes in month after month after month after month by just building your own club and inviting others to become part of the club as well. And you're going to learn how to, again, we're going to focus mainly on trading the Forex market. I'm going to be adding tutorials and trainings on how to trade the futures market. I'm going to also add training on the stock market. I'm going to also add training on binary options market and also training on the options market. So stay tuned for all of that training that's going to be implemented inside of the club. So go ahead and click the link in the description area. Um, if you're watching this, maybe through a private invite that I sent to you, there'll be a link for you to click on. And all you got to do is just join the club. Okay. And then every week, okay, I'm going to be putting tutorials in the club. We're going to have Book of the Month club as well. Um, you can all just share and read the same exact book. There will be 12 books that I'm going to encourage you guys to read. And we're going to share that book. We're going to read one book a month, 12 months. And then we're going to share ideas, what we learned, what we got out of the book. We're going to highlight key areas. And we're just going to have fun um, during our journey to become a millionaire. Okay. So get excited, join the club, and tell others to join the club as well. All right. So with that being said, all you got to do is click the link in the description area, add your email address right here, click get instant access, and you're in the club. And once you do that, I'll get notification if you've done that. And then I'll send you some information. That way I'll have your email address and you'll be part of my email database. And I'll be inviting you to trainings. I'll be inviting you to Zoom sessions. I'll be inviting you, giving you content to help you grow financially, personally, going forward. So I'm excited about the club. I'm excited that you're going to join the club. And I'm excited about, creating friendships along the way as well. Definitely join the club. So let's go ahead and dive into the training that I wanted to share with you guys today. So let me go ahead and pull up TradingView. Okay. Now, TradingView is the platform that I use, okay, to mark up my charts and so on and so forth. Today, we're going to discuss, supply and demand, how to trade supply and demand, how to mark up the charts to find supply and demand, Okay, so let me delete all of this, and we'll be charting up a um, live BTC USD is live. So let's go ahead and mark up this chart and see if we can find any opportunities within this chart. And then we'll definitely take a look at some other pairs as well if time permits. But now there's an indicator on here that I want you guys to have. Okay, so I'm going to go to indicators. I'm going to click on SMA. Okay, click on SMA, and you're going to put in the moving average symbol. Okay, you know, definitely star it, and then make it one of your favorite moving average symbol. So you're going to add that to your chart, right? So I've already done so. So when you go into add this to the chart, you're going to go into this, tool gear right here, and you're going to go to inputs. Screenshot the screen, whatever the case is, but you're going to change the length to 5, okay? And then once you change the length to 5, click OK. Okay. Now my link, let's go back. My link is 5, right? My input is 5, but my style is green. So this green line that you see here is 5, right? SMA input is 5. The color is green. Okay. Then the other SMA, you're going to add the other SMA, and you're going to make this 150, make that 150, and make that color black. Okay. Right. Now, if you want a chart just like this that I've put together on my screen, you're going to right click on the screen, go to settings, and where it says symbol, just copy this. The body, you're going to make it white, okay, and then black. And then for the borders, you're going to make them both black, and for the wicks, you're going to make them both black as well. Okay. Now, if you go now, you're going to go down to canvas, and you're going to go ahead and click on grid lines, vertical and horizontal. At the drop down menu, click on vertical and horizontal. Okay. And as far as the color, you're going to make it black. Okay. So both of them will be black. And then the opacity is going to be 12%. So you can barely see it on here. So it's going to be 12% on both. So you're going to click on the other one, black, 12%. We can make that 12% as well. Just like that. And click out of it, click OK. And your chart will look just like this one. You can change the colors anytime you want to suit your style. But yeah, this is what my chart looks like. Okay. All right. Now, first thing I do is look at the daily to see what is going on with this chart. Okay. Let me see if I can get rid of this. This is history. Let me see if I can get rid of the history and settings. See if I can find it. There's a button I can click on. Orders. Is it orders? Executions. Okay, there it is. Executions. So I went ahead and cleared that out. Okay, so we're on the daily. And what we're looking for is, okay, I should ask you guys that question. Before we put the SMAs on here, what's the first thing we look for? If you've been following any of my training, you know the first question that I ask myself is, am I in an uptrend or am I in a downtrend? Okay, so typically if I look left, I notice that the market, if I, put my trend line from the bottom all the way up to the top, I'm pretty much looking at this being an uptrend right here. This was an uptrend, but there's a, if I stretch it all the way out, right underneath this little wick right here, if I stretch it all the way out, I see there's a change in the trend. It's like it's going to be a change in the trend. Okay. because it was going up, and then all of a sudden it stalled on the top, and it only made one higher high. So we can go ahead and put this right here as high, mark that out, but it never went above that high, right? So it's actually, you know, not doesn't have enough momentum to go above this particular area of interest. I like to call it area of interest, where the candles come together and hit, I don't know, a certain area more than one time. So it hit a lot here, and it couldn't pass it here or here or here or here. So what it does is bounce off this area of interest and starts to retrace. Okay. And then, you know, as you can see, it's bouncing off the trend line. Okay, but it doesn't have enough momentum to go past the area of interest or the high of the market, and it starts to retrace back. So now it's making lower lows. It's low. This low is now lower than this low. And it's bouncing below the trend line, right? So that's the first thing I see. All right. So now we go down to the 4 hour and see what we can see within the 4 hour. So we know this is our trend line. Let's open this up. And what do we see on the left here? We see a pullback, right? Well, below the trend line. There's a pullback right there, right? If we do wick to wick, get this wick over here, and notice that it was trending lower here, then it didn't bypass this trend line. Okay. All right. So I'm going to erase that. And we'll go down to the 1 hour. Now, in the 1 hour, what I want to mark out in the 1 hour is supply and demand. Okay. So how do you identify supply? How do you identify demand? Okay. Supply is usually at the top. So whenever you create a supply zone at the top, you're selling off that zone for it to go down. And how you find a supply zone is by taking a look at the largest candle within the trend, and you mark the top of it. Okay, these candles right here are 3 consecutive candles, and they're usually the largest candles within the trend, right? Now, to find the demand zone, okay, what we want to do is find where there was actually another momentum candle, which is right here. And then we want to mark the candle before it, before that large momentum candle happened. So it's right here. This is demand zone. So I know within supply and demand, the market's going to trade within this area. So if I'm cognizant of the fact that supply is on top and I want to sell when it hits supply, so I'm looking for sells. And if it hits demand, I'm looking to buy. I'm looking to buy in demand. Okay. So right now, it bounced off supply, it bounced off the trend line. So what I'm looking for are pretty much sales, right? I'm looking for sales within this particular market. Okay. Okay, because when we have a supply area, okay, and it's rejecting or bouncing off of it, there's going to be a series of retracements, and we want to get in on a retracement, on a pullback. Okay, so you want to mark up those as well. So wherever the market retraced, okay, and created a lower low, you want to go ahead and mark that up as well. Okay, so if we look at this right here, this area right here, the market came down, retraced right on this trend line. So create this zone here. As you can see, the market trended lower and came back and touched this area. Okay, some people will call it an order block area. Some people call it a fair value gap area. Okay, so once it pulls back and comes back to this area, that's when you place a sell order. Okay, we place a sell order. So now we're just waiting for the market to retrace Okay, because right here there's another zone right here. Okay, and then anticipating the market to come back into the zone, which it did right here, bounce off the zone, and now it's going a little bit lower. Okay, because we identified that the market underneath this trend line is actually is trending lower. Okay, so we go down to the lower time frames, 15-minute, 5-minute. If we look at the 15-minute, we notice one thing in the 15-minute, that number one, that it did bounce off this area right here, right, with these wicks. Okay, and what candles do we see within this area that's giving us an indication the market's going to go lower? We see this candle right here. Okay, some of you guys already know and can identify what this candle is. This candle is a gravestone, which hence the next candle will lower below the gravestone. Okay, but as you can see, these white candles are retracing back into the zone. So we just gotta wait for it to, come back into the zone to replace the sell order. So there's 7 minutes and 57 seconds left. But as you can see, this candle may close as a doji. Okay, meaning once you see a doji, it's going to reverse back and go in the opposite direction. Okay, so whenever you see a doji, it goes in the opposite direction. So right now it's pulling up. If it forms a doji, it's telling you that's going to go back down. Okay, excuse me. All right, so we place our entries, in the 15-minute or the 5 minute. So we're just waiting for these candles right here to get to this area of interest. And if it gives us a signal, okay, a buy signal, uh, like bouncing off this area, the buy signal would be, or indicator would be, a bearish engulfing candle. So we would have to wait for that to develop. Once we see a bearish engulfing candle or a doji, okay, or a hammer, either one of those candles are reversal candles. If we see that happen during this area here, we go ahead and set a trade. Okay. Now I've been paper trading with this account. Okay, and let's open that up and get ready for a trade. So in my paper trading journey here, if you look at my account history, I've been effectively executing some really good trades, and I grew the account from $100,000 to $1.1 million, which is not too shabby over time. Okay. I don't say that to brag, but I just share this with you. I mean, look at these. All this green that you see here were profitable trades. I did have some losses, okay, along the journey, but my most successful trade, let me see if I can show you, was $726,000. Okay, and that's pretty exciting when I actually got that trade. I was profitable on that trade, and then it started to dip. Right, it started to lose some money here. 242,000 in loss, 117,000. And I came back and got momentum back and started increasing the actual account. I'm happy to say the account now is at 1.1, so 1,150,887.69. And I get excited about that number because had this been a real account, I'd be a millionaire right now. But that's exciting in itself. So over time, as you start perfecting your craft, creating your trade strategy, implementing your trade strategy, great things can happen, right? Great things can happen. So positions, there's no positions yet. So let's go ahead and minimize this. Okay, make this. We're waiting for an indication of a sell once it comes up into the zone area and bounces off this area. It shows a reversal candle, whether it's a doji, um, a hammer, and or a bearish engulfing candle. So got a couple of minutes yet. Let's see if we can get it to this area here. So you got to be patient and you got to know what you're looking for. So once that happens, you place a trade. All right. So now we're going to put the indicators back on here. The first one was the SMA. So this SMA, excuse me, lets you know where the market's at right now, right? So anything above the green pretty much is a buy. But let's take a look at the other SMA, which is a 50. The 50 is the most important to pay attention to. Okay, so anything below the 50 is a sell. Anything above the 50 is a buy. Okay, so you got two indicators here. All right, because once the green crosses over the 50, which is a black line, you want to look at the sale order. There's a sell order. Once the green goes above the black, you're looking for buys. Okay. Now, the key to this is to wait for the green to cross over the black, okay, and then come back and retrace and touch the black line, okay, like it did here. And then you would place a buy order in this area right here, okay. Now, if you miss this opportunity to enter the trade, buy, you wait for it to pull back, okay, because there's a hammer right, or doji right here. You wait for a pullback, okay, and then you look for a bearish, I'm sorry, a bullish engulfing candle, which is right here, which is an indication it's trending higher because this bullish engulfing candle is bigger than the candle before. That's why we call them bullish engulfing candle. These two candles, that candle, this. So zero in on that area right there to show you. So that's a bullish engulfing candle, which is a candle telling that's going to go higher and continue a trend going up. Okay. Now, and again, above the black line, you look for retracements. So this is a retracement, you buy here, right? To get some, try to profit off these pips. Wait for another retracement, you buy here, profit from these pips right here. Wait for another retracement, as you can see, it's bouncing right off the black line. You buy over here, set your stop loss below this area here, write it up, so on and so forth, right? But now, what did it do? It broke the areas, right? It made a lower low here, lower than this low, lower than this low. So that when you see two lower lows like that, when it's lower than these two lows here, you can anticipate a reversal, right? Trending lower, okay? Because what happened? The green surpassed the black, right? Went beneath the black, right? And now there's a reversal, right? Trending lower. So what do we need to wait for? We need to wait for, before entering the market, we need to wait for a retracement back to the black line. Okay, now this is a golden gem. You guys need to rewatch this video. Once you see it start retracing back towards the black line, and it gives you an indication that it's going to go back down and create another lower low, this is where you want to enter the trade right here. Enter the trade right here. This is a hammer, and then you enter the trade. Try to capitalize on these pull back on this trend right here. Okay. So what did it do? It went back to the black line over here, gave you a doji, right? This is a doji, which is a reversal candle, and then a hammer here, two hammers. Okay, and this is where you would enter the trade. Maybe on the third candle to try to write this down here. Okay, now, so what we're doing now is just waiting for the market to give us an indication that it wants to go either lower or higher. But look, all of a sudden, the green went above the black line. Okay, so when you see this, okay, you can anticipate a change in the trend. But overall, if we look at higher time frames, overall, still below our trend line, which means we're still in a down market. Okay, we're still in a down market because this red line that I created, right? This red line Anything above the red line will be buys. Okay. Anything below the red line will be sells. All right. So now we just wait. Let's see if we can find anything here. So as you can see, even on the 1 minute, it went above the black line. Okay, it went above the black line. Okay. So those are your two indicators. And once you see those indicators cross over, you just anticipate. Now, if you're a scalper, you can get in and scalp. If you're a swing trader, just focus on the higher time frames and see where you would get in on the higher time frames, and then hold the trade for at least the time frame that you're in, whether it's an hour, 4 hours, or daily. Okay. All right. So we're just waiting for a reversal here because we're still in the down market. Even though you see the green line above, you really don't want to place a trade in this area because we're below the green, we're below the red line, which is our trend line for sales. So let's just focus on that. Because what I'm waiting for it to do is to get in this area of interest and give me an indication. So as you can see, I did mention that it probably will create a doji candle, which is it really it looks like a plus sign or a cross, if you will. Um, Once it closes like a doji, you can anticipate it reversing, going lower. Okay, so let's see, 5 minute, because all we're waiting for is an opportunity to get into the market or to sell. Okay, based on the higher time frames, because the lower time frames it's too busy. It's too many candles in the lower time frame to really take advantage of the trend. Okay, it's the higher time frame direction that you want to focus on. That's where a lot of people get trapped, right? And then their stop loss are hit is because they try to get into a scalping trade on the lower time frames, and then it goes in the direction based on the higher time frames. And you're like, why didn't I just wait, right? So you got to be patient enough to understand that you know if the higher time frame is giving you a direction, you want to wait for the lower time frames to go in the same direction before you take the trade. Okay, so there's a minute and 21 seconds left here. So remember, what are we looking for? We're looking for a doji, and we're looking for a bearish engulfing candle. So if this candle closes larger, right, it pulls below this candle here, it'd be a bearish engulfing candle because it's bigger than the candle before it. Okay, and then we wait to take a trade. So in 54 seconds, let's see this candle will be bigger than this candle. And if it is, we'll go ahead and click on this button for a sell. Okay, and right click and prepare the order. Let's see, click on trade, create new order, click on sell. How many units we want? We want 5 units. Now we can do 5 units. Okay. And take profit. You can take your profit below this area here. This is another area of interest. Your stop loss will be above your order. Okay. That way, if it reverses against you, you're protecting your principal. So get really good at protecting your principal with placing stop losses, because you don't want the trade to accelerate or go right past or go in the opposite direction. You want it to at least hit your stop loss and protect your principal, which is your money in your account. You don't want to blow your account by not setting a stop loss or putting in the stop loss. Okay, so this candle, there's a couple of things that you could say it's a shooting star. You can say it's doji. It's not exactly a doji because there's a little body there, but we're waiting for a sign that the market's going to go in the opposite direction. Again, as you can see on the left, the wicks actually hit the area of interest and bounced off. The area of interest bounced off. So that's what we're waiting for. Okay. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to place a trade because my timer on my Zoom is telling me that I have another 8 to 10 minutes, well, 6 minutes left in this recording. So let's just wait to see what we can do here. And again, rewatch the video and jot out the pointers that I shared with you in this video. This is a really good video. You might want to share it with your friends and rewatch the video more than once. Okay. And just to let you guys know, I am working on a tutorial for you guys. Um, that way you guys can watch the videos back to back and take notes and so on and so forth. So I'll let you know when it's done. But definitely join the Millionaires Club and you'll have access to me because, I'll be doing one-on-ones with you guys. So you'll have access to me. You can just give me a call, send me an email, and schedule your one-on-one. I'll have a calendar. That way you can choose a day and time. And then we could take our time in educating you exactly what you need to do. So you'll need to set up a brokerage account. You need to set up your trading account. Um, you need to get a demo account. Okay. You need to get trading views so you can start charting up your charts. There'll be books for me. I'll be recommending books that you'll need to read and so on and so forth. Because this is a career. This is not a hobby. This is a career. And once you get the skill set, nobody can take it away from you. Pretty much write your own paycheck. Once you get the knowledge and the skill set on how to identify successful trades and so on and so forth. So my goal for you is to teach you, guide you, and train you to become a profitable Forex trader. And then we're going to take that same skill set and apply it to the futures market. Take that same skill set, apply it to the binary options market. Take that same skill set and apply it to the stock market. Okay? And then there, you're fully functional bank. It's like a bank. Because what banks do, they take your finances, they take your money, your deposits, give it to the finance department. The finance department has a series of brokers, okay, traders, okay, that takes your money and they trade it and they grow it for the bank. They make the commission, the bank makes a profit, and all of a sudden, the profit that the bank makes, the stockholders get interest, okay, dividends, all right, and that's how it works. So I used to be a stockbroker, so I know exactly how that system works. So as you can see here, this reversal candle was developed, and now we have a candle developing here. So if this candle ends up being closes below this candle here, that's an indication of a bearish engulfing candle. So let's see if this candle, right, will be bigger than the previous candle. So let's take a look. 26 seconds, 24. Okay. And again, you have to be patient though. You don't want to enter the market until you see a bearish engulfing candle. What I mean by that is like this candle right here is bigger than this candle before it. So this is a bearish engulfing candle. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. Bearish engulfing candle. This candle bigger than that candle. It's the bearish engulfing candle. Right? So as you can see, this candle looks like this candle almost. So this candle almost looks like this candle. So what we're looking for is a bearish engulfing candle. Didn't quite close below it because if you look at this candle, it closed below it, right below the wick. This candle closed below it, right? So Be patient enough. But I think I have only 2 minutes left in this training session. I may not be able to take a trade, but I want to take one live with you while you're watching. It's not in my area right here. It hasn't bounced off here. It is pretty much consolidating and going sideways. So this is a sideways consolidation. It's just staying in the zone right here. And be patient. So yeah, if you guys ever have questions or concerns, you'll be able to ask your questions inside the Millionaires Club. Okay, and I'll be able to address those questions. And if there's anything that you want to learn more on, like a certain topic, um, again, how to identify supply and demand zones, how to take trades during those supply and demand zones. Okay, and again, supply, you sell. Demand, you buy. Okay, I already showed you how to find supply and demand zones. So replay the video. Supplies on top, demands on bottom. Okay. So it says I have 1 minute left in this recording. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching the replays. I want to thank you for being part of the Millionaires Club. Welcome to the Millionaires Club. If you haven't joined yet, I encourage you to join. This is the launch of a brand new club, and I invite you to be part of it. The link will be in the description. Okay, and all you do is click on that link and enter your email address, and you're part of the Millionaires Club. And join the Facebook group if you're on Facebook, and I'll introduce you to everybody else.